Regular meeting. Today is Thursday, August the 14th, 2025. The Norwood City School District Board of Education follows a bi-monthly meeting schedule. The first meeting of the month is called our committee meeting. At this meeting, we discuss fully our agenda for the board meeting to be held the third Thursday of each month. As board members, we encourage you to attend, watch, and listen to our committee discussion, resulting in action. All right, item 1.04 is the adoption of the agenda. Do I have a motion to adopt?
I'll motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Mrs. Camphouse?
Ms. Ballard?
Yes.
Mrs. Rarica?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Atwood?
Yes.
Mrs. Cole?
Yes. Item 1.05, these are the minutes from the Finance Committee meeting held July 24th, 2025. 1.06, these are the minutes from the regular board meeting also held July 24th, 2025. Do I have a motion to accept the minutes, 1.05 and 1.06?
I'll motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Mrs. Camphouse?
Ms. Ballard?
Yes.
Mrs. Rarica?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Atwood?
Yes.
Mrs. Cole?
Yes. All right, item 2 of the agenda is our presentation section, and we do not have a presentation this evening. So we can jump right into item 3, which is personnel superintendent recommendations. So at this time, I will turn it over to Superintendent Mrs. Roman.
Thank you, Madam President. We do have a number of items here tonight. 3.01 is employment, and if you look at item number 1, we'd like to welcome 2 educational aides. Then kindergarten camp, we held that in early August, and we did have a number of teachers who were not initially on the list who volunteered to come in for kindergarten camp. Then classified subs, I'm excited. We actually have someone who can substitute when aides are out, and also 2 of our retired maintenance individuals. We're running them through in case John would need them if someone was out ill. Band camp, I want to thank Diane Prater. She did attend band camp to pass out meds and take care of our children. Now, the next section, almost the whole page, is Avenues for Success because the federal dollars have been released. So Avenues is hiring the staff for this year. So that is just wonderful news. Then down at the bottom of the page, item number 2, those are our pupil service contracts for coaches and advisors. And we're hiring lots of staff for our band program, as you can see. Then number 3, change in status. We just have a staff member increasing the hours she works. Number 4, we updated our job description for secretary. When we hired a new high school secretary, which causes you to review your job description, and you find out it needs to be updated. So that's what we have, and we'd like your approval on that. Number 5, it's wonderful to have Raylan back. She's covering for a maternity leave as one of our counselors. And also number 6, we do have a student assistant who is taking an unpaid leave of absence. So I am going to stop there because there's a box for the employment section, but right after that, I do have another section of resignations.
Do I have a motion? Sorry. I'm sorry, I lost the numbers. Do I have a
3.01.
motion to approve 3.01?
I'll motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Mrs. Camphouse?
Ms. Ballard?
Yes.
Mrs. Rarica?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Atwood?
Yes.
Mrs. Cole?
Yes.
All right, then in 3.02 are resignations, and we do have 6 individuals who've left us for other employment, and we want to thank them for their service. So thank you. That does conclude my report.
Do I have a motion to approve 3.02?
I will motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Mrs. Camphouse?
Ms. Ballard?
Yes.
Mrs. Rarica?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Atwood?
Yes.
Mrs. Cole?
Yes. All right, with that approved, we can move on. Item 4, this is the Education Committee report, and I will turn it over to Mrs. Rarica.
Me. We have one field trip to approve, and it's a great one. It's the Washington, D.C. trip. So I motion that we approve the Washington DC trip.
I will second.
Any discussion?
Do we know the dates?
It's usually early
probably-
May.
Early May? Okay.
Oh, I know, yeah, it probably says on there.
Just make sure the bus.
Oh,
Make sure the bus
Knows where to
knows
park.
what days we're leaving.
Mr. Westendorf can drive them. He'll rent a van.
Park in front.
Anything else?
Yay, DC trip. Oh, yeah, we motioned.
Yep, you all right? Okay. Mrs. Camp House?
Ms. Ballard,
Yes.
Mrs. Rarica,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Mr. Atwood,
Yes.
Mrs. Cole.
Yes. All right, we can move on to item 5. This is Policy Committee. So I will turn this over to Mr. Taylor.
Thank you, Madam President. Tonight, we are going to have the first reading of the OSB policy changes and updates. There was some language changes, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure Mrs. Chesson can elaborate on that.
This is that multi-page list of all the changes for small changes like from State Department of Education to Department of Education and Workforce. So OSBA, you gave OSBA's permission to review all of our policies. They went through each of their policies, and these are all the policies that just needed these slight changes and your approval to do that. And they wanted you to be able to see all the changes that they're made, but it's simply just that, from State Board of Education to Department of Education and Workforce, or whatever the abbreviation would be. There are 2 policies that need a little bit more work, so I'll be bringing those in September for a first reading and a second reading, but these are the easy ones that are just administrative work to make the corrections. And once you give them your permission, then they will make those changes.
I motion to approve the policy.
I will second.
Any discussion? Mrs. Camp House?
Ms. Ballard,
Yes.
Mrs. Rarica,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Mr. Atwood,
Yes.
Mrs. Cole.
Yes. All right, continuing on, we are at item 6 on the agenda, which is the Building and Grounds Committee. So at this time, I will turn it over to Ms. Ballard.
Thank you, Madam President. I have a couple of items here, as well as a report, which I was trying to pull up. Let's see here. I don't have my computer still, it's not working. For facility usage, we have a couple requests. The first one is the Little Indians football and cheer want to use Shea Stadium for some games on some various Saturdays throughout August, starting in August through October, from 9 to 6. The second request,
Amber, can you pull your mic down? Tyler's having trouble hearing you.
sorry, that's never been a problem.
I was going to say, it is on, so. Yeah.
To repeat that, Little Indians football and cheer want to use Shea Stadium for various Saturdays from August through October from 9 to 6. The second request is for Norwood Rec Youth Volleyball to use the Norwood Middle School Field House Saturdays mid-August through October from 10 to 4:30. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Those are the only 2 requests. They do have some game dates listed that should be there in Word docs if you can open them. I cannot. And I would like to go ahead and motion that we approve these usage requests.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Mrs. Camp House?
Ms. Ballard,
Yes.
Mrs. Rarica,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Mr. Atwood,
Yes.
Mrs. Cole.
Yes.
Thank you. And then I have a report from our wonderful Mr. Peters over there, who has sent me some updates on our construction. Due to the delays in getting permits for Williams Avenue, the beautification project is scheduled to be completed by September 30th. We've painted parking spots for the staff in the large playground towards the back to hopefully ease the parking situation in the neighborhood for just the first few weeks of school. Other highlights of the summer: the VCT tile was removed from 4 classrooms at Norwood View, and the existing wood floors were refinished with polyurethane. 150 feet of concrete sidewalk was replaced at Sharpsburg Elementary on the Robertson Avenue side. A new sink was installed at the Montessori Room 105 to enable them to have a new art room. So that's awesome. A damaged catch basins at the high school loading dock on Station Avenue, entrance to the middle school, Montessori have been replaced. There were actually times in the spring that the grates were known to fall into the trench. So those will not happen anymore. We don't give enough credit to all of the work that happens over the summer. It kind of goes unseen. People just come back and they start the school year. But they did so many other projects that aren't necessarily what we would call noteworthy, but they did so much to make sure that our welcome back was as awesome as it could be. So thank you to the team on our buildings crew that take care of us throughout the summer and the whole year. And that concludes my report.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Ballard, and thank you to Mr. Peter and the maintenance staff. All right, continuing on, we have item 7, which is Finance Committee. So I will turn it over to our treasurer, Mrs. Camphouse.
Thank you, Madam President. On the agenda, the financial reports, CFO report, and change order listings for Williams Beautification are attached for your approval. 7.02, the temporary appropriations and 412 certificate, our current budget for the year. 7.03, then and now purchase orders. There's just one purchase order that needs further approval. 7.04, a resolution to declare transportation impractical. Another private school family with a late request for transportation outside of our district, which we are declaring impractical. 7.05, Bonefish AP service agreement. We are enhancing our Bonefish software to include AP services. These services will greatly enhance our cybersecurity over financial assets. 7.06, School Resource Officer MOU, our annual MOU with the City of Norwood Police Department to authorize our school resource officer to protect and guide our students for the 25-26 school year. And I have a vote box there for 7.01 through 7.06.
Do I have a motion?
All motion?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All right, Mrs. Camphouse.
Ms. Ballard,
Yes.
Mrs. Rarica,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Mr. Atwood,
Yes.
Mrs. Cole.
Yes.
7.07, it's Capital Conference time. To appoint a delegate and alternate plus student achievement liaison for the OSBA Capital Conference.
Ooh, I know
Please.
Mike wants to.
Do I?
He's a delegate.
Listening.
Please consult your calendars for November 16th through the 18th for Columbus for the OSBA Capital Conference. We'll need to appoint a delegate and an alternate and a student achievement liaison.
I'd be happy to do it again this year.
And what's the student achievement liaison do? Bring the silhouettes with them and
Well, I keep trying to get the silhouettes involved, Adam. I would really love for them to put in to perform. The trouble is they can't bring their risers, but they have a large floor space. So I know that's been a hindrance for some performance groups in the past as they're limited on the spacing, but it's actually a pretty large floor. They just don't have
Yeah.
the same visibility. But I would love to show off our silhouettes or any of our performance groups, choirs, bands, jazz bands, anything that is a unique performance thing that a school has to offer can submit to be a part of this. I would absolutely love to show off our skills. We have fantastic performers with amazing teachers that should be showing off these talents at the state level. I want them to.
And so-
Risers.
No, they don't. They
don't,
don't
no.
allow groups because everybody would be bringing risers and changing them out the whole day. So they just are like, you use what we give you. That's it. Like
And that's not good enough.
so for the silhouettes, they have extra wide performance risers. Like take
Oh.
double these for dancing.
I see.
And that's a very different setup than typical choral risers that are only maybe a foot and a half wide.
Stand there and sing kind of
Right.
things.
Yeah. So it's just a different setup,
I
but I'd still love for them to go for it and show off a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
so what does the student achievement liaison do? And we have
They
we
get a
ever done
badge.
that again?
Yes, and you've been it in the past, almost every year.
Or me. Yeah, we've both done it.
You get a little badge.
What job am I supposed to be doing?
So you get to be a part of the Student Achievement Fair. You get to meet with other groups of, I guess, performance groups and the groups that are presenting and things like that and help with that. And especially if you have a group from your district going up there, We just don't have any groups presenting anything. So if we had a club, like they have groups that go up and show off things that they have invented, science experiments, drone experiments, whatever the kids are working on in their classrooms, a lot of STEM projects, stuff like that.
Yeah,
You would
I've
be
seen
there
them
to help.
building the electric car.
Yeah, they do some really cool stuff. So anybody that has a cool program idea that they'd want to show off can submit for one of those spots
they'd
and have a
have
booth
to-
or go perform.
And me being the liaison, they'd have to tell me and I would have to schedule it?
No, but you get to help kind of be their ambassadors.
And
So
I
go
just
support
get to be,
them.
here's my kids.
Yeah, go brag about them. A little bit.
Well, glad I've been doing this job well.
Well, I would like to nominate Miss Ballard as our delegate, and I would like to nominate Mrs. Rarica as the student achievement liaison.
I'll second both of those.
Don't we need a backup
Can
delegate?
she be the alternate?
Yeah,
well?
and
Would that-
I think Mrs. Rarica
Unless
could be
Brandon
the.
wants to.
Are you able to go this year? I know sometimes it works. You can be there. Sometimes it
So
depends.
it's not knowing what my travel schedule is going to look like. I really don't want to commit to something like that. I still plan on going, but
I've put it in my calendar. I'm going,
yeah. So I'm
barring any
I'm happy to have
emergencies.
you as the delegate, as Alice as the backup, and then Alice as the liaison.
I did really enjoy that one year where I got to sit in the backup area. It was good.
fun.
The governor came and talked to us, and Amber got to do her legislation stuff, and they wouldn't let me take a picture.
So I believe we do have a motion and a
Oh,
second.
right.
Do I? Okay. Is there any further discussion? Mrs. Camp House?
Ms. Ballard,
Yes.
Mrs. Rarica,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Mr. Atwood,
Yes.
Mrs. Cole.
Yes.
And then finally, the last thing is Great Oaks Board of Education appointment. We need to appoint our representative for the Great Oaks Board of Education for the next 3 years.
I would love to nominate Miss Ballard to the Great Oaks Board of Education for 3 years. I think she does a tremendous job, and I would love to see you maintain that position.
I second that. Does it need a second?
It's got
If
one.
it does, it's getting one.
There we go.
So we have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
So in the past, I've always wanted to go in a different direction with this, but Amber has done a fantastic job, so I will be supporting this nomination.
Thank you.
Yeah. Perfect. She does more than a fantastic job. She goes leaps and bounds and gets appointed to all these amazing things because she's so good at it.
Lots of nominations and awards too.
Nominations and awards and yeah. Good job, Amber.
I don't think anybody on this board or in this room would disagree with any of that.
That's right.
Thank you.
All right. Mrs. Camp House?
Ms. Ballard,
Abstain?
Mrs. Rarica,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Mr. Atwood,
Yes.
Mrs. Cole.
Yes. All right, item 8 on the agenda, this is the hearing of the public, and we do not have anybody from the public here. Item 9 is our executive session, and I don't see that marked, but I'm assuming it's number 1. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. In accordance with ORC 121.22G1, the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official. So do I have a motion to enter into executive session?
Motion?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Mrs. Camp House?
Ms. Ballard,
Yes.
Mrs. Rarica,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Mr. Atwood,
Yes.
Mrs. Cole.
Yes. The time is 6:19 and we are in executive session. All right, the time is 6:35 and we are back into regular session. We are now at item 10, the reports section. 10.01 is board announcements. So at this time, I will open it up for any board members that wish to speak.
Who wanted to go first? You want me to go first? Okay. First of all, I want to tell everybody that our marching band will be hosting a competition at Shea very soon, September 13th, Saturday. And it starts
evening.
It's in the evening. I thought I could volunteer because it would be during the day, and I have an evening activity, and he says, no, it's at 5. And they need so many volunteers, so please go and help. And
They have over 1,000 people plan to come. It's one of the biggest events at Shea this entire year.
yeah,
Please go support it.
some
It's
really
awesome.
big bands are going to come. At least just come to be entertained by these bigger bands, and everybody. But you know, it's fun to see the big ones. So please, 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 they need volunteers. And the other thing was just I put together a wish list for the teachers. A community member asked me last year, and so I did it again this year. And I actually have a few teachers that just sent some to me. I need to add them to the wish list. But if you look around on Facebook at our different community pages, or if you know me, you can see it posted somewhere. If you feel like supporting a teacher or staff member, because nobody brings in stuff for the staff members. So that's what I did. I brought in paper towels, tissues, and disinfectant wipes for like the librarians. So if you want to get something for staff members, because buying school supplies is fun for everybody. Or if you have an electric sharpener, a lot of them ask for that. So go take a look. Thank you.
Any other announcements?
All right, do you have one? No. So I just found out, and I want to thank Christina Chesson for verifying, but just found out that last year, Rick Robish, through AP Government, every student that took the test got a 3 or higher.
Yes,
Every student.
that is
I didn't
amazing.
know
I don't-
that, but my kid is one of those kids, and I can tell you that man meets those kids. They pick a different, like, they go to Chipotle, they go to Potbelly, they go to whatever restaurant, and he is constantly reviewing with those kids. He goes above and beyond.
Yeah. So
He
so
makes sure.
So I just want to say it one more time for all the kids in the back. Every student last
That's
year
amazing.
that took AP Government got a 3 or higher, which means not only did they get high school credit, but they got college credit for that class. I don't think that's ever happened before.
Really?
It's
Not every,
single
not
student.
every single student that took
Well,
the
they all
test.
showed up to those meetings. I'll tell you what, I saw
That
them.
AP test is hard.
hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a huge deal.
And I know that English, I don't know how many kids did well, but my kid did. And we're excited. She got college credit.
Yeah. So,
Wow,
I mean,
she
that
took
AP
other
test is hard. And to have every single student who took the test get a 3 or higher is amazing.
And Mr. Robish, we would thank you personally, but you left us if you're watching.
But doesn't he live close by?
And we asked him to come back and sub, but he
Right.
is traveling.
Well, certainly he'll get that done as soon as possible.
He will.
Surely, because
No pressure on those new AP
Yeah.
teachers. Like, hey,
He set the bar.
just a little follow
Yeah.
up.
Set the bar. He's an amazing teacher. He's an amazing teacher. Anything else from any other board members? Okay. I have a couple of announcements I'd like to share. The first one is we had a annual back to school haircut event.
Yes.
And I'm just reading this off of Facebook. So Nikki White is the organizer of a group, It Takes a Village. And I'm just reading this off of her page because I don't want to forget anybody. And I most certainly would if I didn't read it. So forgive me. But I'd like to just share her post. She says, we had an amazing turnout for our annual free back to school haircut event. We had 2 locations, 2 bounce houses, 4 stylists, 4 barbers, 8 dozen donuts, 10 pizzas, 15 volunteers, and the thing that I think is awesome, 120 free haircuts. So she says thank you to Golden Hands and Karen Gilvin Cruz, as well as Angelo's Pizza and Debbie Weber, as well as the Bounce House Blitz, Stephen Coulter, I hope I said that right, and Zach Glacken, the Norwood Fire Department and Police Department, and all the volunteers. And I think, let's see, I don't see, I know that Luann's Beauty Shop right
It was
there
Luann's and
across.
Billy Peace's
Yeah.
new location. there
Yeah, so
across from the
Luann's Barber Shop right across from Norwood View was participating, as well as the barber shop, which has just moved over by Sharpsburg. So be sure to support the businesses that are supporting our kiddos. I think that is absolutely amazing that these folks are so willing to give of their time and talents. And we had 120 of our students get free haircuts, which I think is just incredible.
Maybe
So,
next year, since the shop at Birdie's is so close to Williams, maybe we could get a Williams affiliated shop that's right by the school, or somebody over here, and expand that to all 3 of our elementaries. It could be cool.
Yeah.
That's a great program.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Oh yeah, the Billy Peace's wife is at the Birdies.
Maria, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe
Yeah.
could encourage them.
But I,
Williams group.
again, I just appreciate all of them so much and them giving back to our community. So when you need a haircut or dinner or a bounce house or something, you make
one
sure to
I-
look those people up.
The one I heard in there was Golden Hands, and I just learned recently that's a donut shop in Fairfax. So thank you, Golden Hands. You're not even in Norwood, but that was so
Well,
sweet.
yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I didn't know that. So thank you for sharing.
I learned it because
Okay.
my car broke down. It's a long story.
Which we will talk about after
She
the
needed
meeting.
a donut. She was looking it up. It was the wrong kind.
And I do have one more announcement that I do need to share. And this is regretfully at the conclusion of our meeting today. I must step down from my position on this Board of Education. And I just want everybody to know that this is because my family has made a decision collectively to move. And we are not moving out of Norwood because we don't love Norwood. We all love Norwood and claim it as our home. We simply are choosing to embrace a multi-generational living situation, and our little home on Fenwick Avenue just did not accommodate that as well as we needed it to. So we did need to find a bigger home. And I just want everybody to know that if the laws allowed me to remain on this board, I would absolutely 100% remain on this board for the rest of my term. This is not an easy thing to do, but it was a decision that was necessary for my family. And this is a very negative side effect of that. But I just want you all to know that I have learned and grown personally and professionally from knowing each of you. You guys have inspired me in ways that some of you may not even know. But I just want to let you guys know that I am so grateful for the past, 6 years or something that I've been around. But Norwood is and always will be my home. I kind of laughed. Some people know that I used to live in Monroe for my high school years. We had to move and I lived in Monroe, but my heart was always here. So every Friday night, my parents would drive me down 75 and off to Shea Stadium I would go. And now fast forward however many years, and now my new home is in Monroe. And every Friday night, I will be driving myself down 75 to Shea Stadium. But
Good. We'll see you.
you guys will definitely see me. My kids are still involved. And I just found out my youngest, I guess, is going to be on the chain gang this year again. So I will certainly be around, but just know that I will certainly miss our time together and encourage us to stay in touch outside of this board. So thank you all for your service.
Well, W will definitely be sorely missed.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know
Any
a lot
other-
of us probably said stuff to Debbie, but the public should know that we all care a lot about Debbie and that she's been a voice of reason, a voice that keeps us grounded. I've enjoyed a lot of times when you fully explain, like, here's why I made this decision. And I'm like, oh, that's a really good point. Yes, I didn't think of that one. So lots of good stuff.
And that's what our job is.
Right.
You know,
Right.
that's what our job is.
Yes.
And, you know, it comes up in discussion often, you know, when I speak with people about the board. And, you know, people make comments, right? I mean, we're all elected officials, and it seems that people have opinions about everybody. And I let everybody know, I am saying this publicly right now, that I have said to many people privately. I said, you know, I said there may be different views on the board when it comes to certain things. I said, but when it comes to the Board of Education responsibilities, we are in fact a board aligned, and we are 5 people that absolutely adore public schools, absolutely adore Norwood City Schools, absolutely adore all 1,700 or whatever of our students that we have this year. We all fully support our administration. You know, we are absolutely 100% a board aligned when it comes to doing our jobs. So, you know, moving forward, I just, you know, want to encourage us to remember that and to keep that, you know, in the front of our minds. And, you know, as the public goes to the polls this November, you know, keep that in mind. There is not one board member sitting up here that I do not fully support being on this board, that I would not personally vote for. And I wish all of you the best in your endeavors if you want to stay around for a while.
As we say in Women's Club, in the big things we are as one.
Absolutely, 100%. And the big things are our students, and that's what we're all here for. We all have their best interest in heart.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you for your service. We will miss you.
I'm never too far.
She'll be at Friday nights.
Julie, you see, you started this whole thing.
I didn't she? That's
I'm gonna
it.
blame Julie. You know?
That's it. If Mary and Julie are leaving, I'm leaving. All right. Any other announcements from the board? All right. Item 10.02. This is our superintendent's report. So, Mrs. Ronan, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Madam President, and I'm glad I get to say that a few more times. 'Cause you will
Oh, you can
definitely be
call me
missed.
that as long as.
I will do that then.
Yeah,
The title in perpetuity.
my family refuses to call me that.
All right. As you know, today was the first day of school for the 25-26 school year. And we actually had back to school events scheduled all week. So everyone was excited and ready to go today. We had our kickoff event last Monday with a keynote speaker. And I want to thank Amber, Alice, and Brandon for being there, for attending and welcoming our staff back. We had our family information nights on Tuesday and Wednesday this week. Many parents were there. They met the teachers. They checked out the classrooms and the curriculum. Alrighty, so which really helped because everyone was so excited and ready to go this morning. In fact, Norwood View has sent us a short video, which I'm going to play. It's only about 60 seconds. They wanted everyone to see how they had decorated the building. So let's see if I can do this. Like Christina, I may need you to do this. It was short and sweet, but they wanted everyone to see how great the building looked. All right. So this morning, it was like a well-oiled machine. The Montessori staff, as you can see, greeting students. And then the students were already trying out the playground and the play set. There was a coffee truck for the adults. Also, at Sharpsburg. You can see we have folks in costume. Also, lots of welcome back displays. I especially like Be the Eye in Kind with that little girl standing there. That is so cute. The high school and middle school were great. They have a great system. They put the tables up outside with all the schedules to pass them out, so there's no, bottleneck or anything. The students get their schedule, go into the building. Also, the National Guard came and visited. They brought one of their vehicles. We all get to look at it. People got to sit in it. So that was just very, very exciting. Then when I came back over here, Hubbard's Cupboard pulled up. They were dropping off school supplies. And I do want to thank Mr. Williams and the Williams staff and Officer Town for really working with the traffic and everything, because, we're not done with construction here, as you can all see. But it went very, very well this morning. They had a drop-off lane and everything was fine. So the excitement actually continues. So tomorrow, yes, Mr. Richardson, our AD, he's got the Reds mascots coming tomorrow. They're going to be at the elementary school starting at 8:00 because the students love to have their pictures taken with them. So the excitement continues. But it was a great start to the school year. So thank you.
All right, fantastic. Thank you. 10.03, this is the Great Oaks report, so I will turn it over to Ms. Ballard.
Thank you, Madam President. I appreciate your guys' faith in me and continuing that role into next year. I hope I do you proud. That's something I'm looking forward to. Yesterday, we had the opportunity to add on a new course of study. One of our campuses has a new EV program. I think I'd mentioned that in the past, that we're expanding into electric vehicles. And because of that, the recruitment started out needing more students to get interested. We didn't have quite enough juniors, so they actually went down to the 10th grade. So for the first time, we've recruited 10th grade students, and this is only at one of our campuses now while the EV is getting off the ground. But we approved an English course for our 10th graders because that's a requirement for them. We already have the established regular courses for their other cores, but we had to add on English. But it's really cool that we're now incorporating sophomore studies for that, and I'm hoping that that opportunity will continue in some of our other fields to help fill gaps in certain areas. The other really cool thing that we found out, I know funding has been a big issue. We did get word that our Aspire grant for fiscal year 26, as well as our Workforce Innovations and Opportunities grant, which works with our adult education, they were both approved by the state. So we get to continue working in those programs and expanding our adult education. We also received an Every Student Succeeds Act, which is a Title I grant, and that because of that, we'll be able to continue working with our Title I teachers that serve the districts. Let's see here. Let me see. Sorry, everything is on here because I can't get there. Give me 1 second. Oh, I have it under here. Okay. Our back to school theme was the Great Oaks Next Ready. So this was our teacher training that we just went through and launched last week. We started doing this last year. Each of these categories, if you guys want to pass this around and check it out, each of these applies to the several fields that we offer for students to take. And we've been focused on how do we get kids who are going to be career ready to focus on enhancing these skills. So Next Ready is always what's next. What is next in your credentialing? What's next in your certifications? What's next in your educational pathway? What's next for professional development? So these are things that we want our educators to focus on. So that was the PD that we worked on so hard over the summer. And these are the things that will be carried over on moving the time up by an hour. And I offered a compromise. Let's move it up a half hour because some people want to get home earlier. Some people drive in over an hour from where they live to get to these meetings. That was finally approved, but it was the most exciting meeting we have ever had. You get 36 people to agree on a 30-minute time difference and watch the fur fly. It was entertaining, to say the least, but it was a very fun meeting. So I look forward to next year with our new bat time on our new bat channel.
I can remember when our committee used to be at a different time, and it drove me crazy because I was like, I never knew which one it was.
Right, yeah. I like that we voted to synchronize it. This moves up everything just 30 minutes, but instead of a 7:30 meeting with a 6:30 committee time, because we do ours on the same night, it's now going to be 6 and 7.
7.
They were talking about 5:30. I was like, guys, this is the middle of rush hour traffic. Some of us have to come from so far away. It takes me 2 hours some days if I'm working in Northern Kentucky to get up to Sharonville, just because the cut in the hill and Sharonville traffic. But we also have people that realistically get home at 10 o'clock, 10:30 at night because of how far away they live. So I understand on both sides of that. Hopefully this compromise works, and it always has room for adjustment. We'll see. But yeah, we've never had a 50-50 vote. I've never seen that many no votes on anything we've ever done before. You might get 3 or 4 no votes on something random, but to have an even split down the middle, that it was just, we all laughed. We're like, what? This has never ever happened for the Oaks board, because we're 36 people. You don't get that. So it was a very interesting meeting. I don't know, but yeah,
Well, now you've secured 3 more years of interesting meetings.
of interesting meetings. Yes, thank you. That
Is that
concludes
it?
my
Are you good?
report.
Okay. 10.04, this is Norwood Community Television. I forgot to ask for a report from Tyler, but I did get a request that we make sure that we thank Norwood Community Television, Tyler and Steve. Thank you for recording the district PD session. They said not everybody could be there, so they said you guys were so kind to record it and worked through some glitches so that everybody can watch. So thank you. Big fan of Norwood Community Television. For those that don't know, they support the school district and the city tirelessly with their time and their streaming and their expertise, and they are just amazing, amazing guys. So I just want to personally thank you, Steve and Tyler, if you're listening, for everything that you've done since I have been on this board. And then continuing on, 10.05, this is our OSBA Legislative Liaison. So at this time, I will turn it over to Ms. Ballard again.
Thank you, Madam President. I believe by now we have heard about the veto, because that came for the end of the July with all the tax things. So I'm not gonna beat the horse on that one. We already know about it. But at the end of the month, the Senate Appropriations Committee also released a 26-3 advance for the fiscal year 26 Labor, Health, and Human Services and Education Appropriations Bill to the full Senate. The bill maintains all level funding for Perkins state grants. So if we have anything under Perkins, that did get approved at the end of July. The other really big thing that's happening right now, the OSBA Executive Committee went through a 2-month vetting process over the summer to interview and hire a new CEO to replace Dr. Kathy McFarland. So for those of you who don't know, she was kind of in charge. She was a big deal. Any kind of conference we went to, her energy just maintained everything that we did. And she has moved on to bigger, better things. And we were super proud of her. But the committee has come forward with someone I'm sure you know, Dr. Tom Hostler. From Perrysburg. And he has experience in rural and urban districts, as well as he is a superintendent, and he was also a superintendent coach, and he works with other superintendents to get them on track. So his experience kind of covers the gambit. He also worked with the State House to improve different aspects of public education. So he already knows the legislative side. He checked almost every box that was kind of on the list of interviewees. They had a massive list to go through, and they said they interviewed every single candidate and worked through tirelessly over the summer to get down to one candidate that met as many of those boxes as possible. He has already hit the ground running. He's been working with Kathy and with past people that were on, I guess, those top level positions at OSBA to figure out what his role is going to look like. And he's officially starting September 1st of this year. So we want to welcome him in and look forward to seeing what he's going to be doing at OSBA.
Well, he better get his energy on, because that's big shoes to fill.
So I've heard he's a mid-ground between, so our previous person was more of a storyteller, and Kathy's more of the rah-rah zishumba, and he's kind of in the middle, so I'm interested to see. And if you know anything about him.
I really don't.
Okay, I was told you might know at least who he was, but
that's all.
I've heard he's between kind of energy levels, so
If he could just make me have a dance party, make everybody get up and dance, I'll be happy.
It's hard to beat Kathy's dance parties, I'll
I
tell
know.
you. But I don't know if that was a criteria on the
check box.
But yes, we're looking forward to that. That concludes my report.
Thanks, Amber. 10.06, this is our Avenues for Success report. So I will ask Mrs. Rarica to fill this in.
Thank you, Madam President. As you know, Avenues for Success, the club programs do not start until September, October. So everybody hang tight. We just approved because, as you know, federal government is, playing, they like to make us wait and keep us on our toes. So we just got to approve the people that we're going to hire. But every year it doesn't start until like September, October. So pretty soon we'll see all the fun clubs that we will have to choose from. And it's so exciting and they're super fun. So yay, we have it still.
Is that all you have?
Yeah, they had their backpack giveaways and I'm sure it was great.
All right.
Everyone loves that.
It was. I saw some pictures of it. It looked really cool.
Good. All right.
Madam President?
Yes.
Before we move on to the next thing, would it be possible if we kind of went back to board announcements so we can just discuss a little bit about what the next steps are going to look like?
Sure.
Okay. So in light of your announcement, right, which vacates the board presidency, I think, and we only have, as a board, we have 30 days to appoint a replacement. And I believe with the date being September 18th, right, that puts us just beyond that.
That's my birthday, by the way. Just saying. That's the night of our meeting is my birthday.
I think we'll be okay as long as we have a candidate chosen at the committee meeting to swear them in the next week. So as long as we have somebody picked. So I think the way this process, well, we have to do a special meeting anyway. So Amber, if you remember, and Alice, you probably recall.
I remember.
Yeah.
So anybody who is interested in filling the vacated seat should probably send us an interest statement. Just send it to the board. Copy Mary and Julie, I would imagine, would be the most appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
And then what we'll do is we'll hold a special meeting the same night as the committee meeting, where then we can, like we did last time, we just interview.
Yeah.
And then we'll do that in executive session.
Mhm.
And then after we interview whoever's interested, then we can deliberate to make sure that we could come out and say that we have chosen an appointment or no, we haven't. And if we haven't, that's a big deal.
Your mic is off, by the way.
Will we have something written out that just gives some directions so we can just put it out to the public? Whoever wants to do this, follow these directions and voila, show up to the interview.
We could post it on our website.
Yeah, and
Okay,
so
that'd
that
be
we could just share that out so the public knows.
And just to be clear, for this role, the goal for this would be to fill the remaining
The remaining
time
term.
that is on Debbie's seat. So it wouldn't be serving a full term from this date of September. It would be just about 2 years,
4 months.
Yeah, so just over 2 years of an appointment period. That would be what you'd be serving. So you'd be on that rotation, not a 4-year starting from this time. So just to let people know, if you're interested and you're like, I don't have 4 years right now, but maybe I'd want to do this. It's only potentially 2-ish years.
Also, you won't have to fill the role of president.
Correct.
That could look
figure that out.
scary for someone who's never been on board before.
Yeah, good luck.
Right.
So
You don't have to do that part.
Do you want the special meeting to follow the committee meeting, or do you want it to be at the regular meeting date?
The committee meeting date is the 9th.
9th. So we have the special meeting on the 9th.
Okay. Would we want to come in early or stay after, like when?
You might want to have it before the committee meeting.
So that
Right,
way the people that are here for that aren't waiting here as we
How-
slog through the committee meeting.
How early do we want to say 4:00? Give us a couple of hours to do that?
Where are we? What's the date?
On the
I
9th.
just
September
got
9th.
up my
The 9th.
calendar. September.
I know I work at a
9.
school, so I can't be here really much earlier than like 3:30. But I think 4 o'clock would probably give us enough of a window.
And this is our special meeting.
Yeah.
Do you think that's enough time? Do you need,
I think so. I
More
mean, well,
time?
honestly, it depends on how many people
that's true.
express interest.
And if it does, we could always adjust
Yeah.
based on how many people are interested.
And will we have that in this room?
Yeah.
So then
Mike,
do
is
we
4
need
o'clock
to,
Okay for you? Do you need it later?
because we could also move up the meeting time instead of starting at 6 if we have to. And if we need it later for you, like if you're getting off work at a different time or something, we can move it. So do we need to make a motion then to amend that meeting schedule to add that time?
We haven't
Oh,
gotten
yeah.
there yet. That's why I wanted to have this conversation
Oh,
now.
approval of
Okay.
future meetings next.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on there. Okay. I can't access the thing.
She's like, I don't see it.
I have a paperweight in front of me.
All right, so are we good with board or with the announcement
process?
section?
Yeah.
All right.
Mary, Julie, are you both okay with that?
Item 11 on the agenda, this is our future meeting notifications. So I believe the scheduled meetings are Tuesday, September the 9th. There will be a special meeting at 4 o'clock, followed by a meeting on same day, September 9th at 6 o'clock will be the committee meeting here at the board office. So both the special meeting at 4 and the committee meeting at 6 will be here in the board office on Williams Avenue. And then September 18th will be
My birthday.
a regular board meeting and Miss Ballard's birthday.
My birthday.
And the board meeting will be back in the mini auditorium at the high school. Okay. Do I have a motion to approve the future meetings as listed?
No motion?
I'll second.
Any
Also,
discussion?
I am putting them into my phone.
Put my birthday in there.
I will do that. That is why I have my phone out and not for any other reason. At one of our conferences, they did say, if you have your phone out, to say why. It's just, I'm just putting the meetings in.
And I keep mine out to talk with Tyler and Steve that are streaming our,
All my reports are here.
and all my reports. Any further discussion? All right, Mrs. Camp House?
Ms. Ballard,
Yes.
Mrs. Rarica,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Mr. Atwood,
Yes.
Mrs. Cole.
Yes. All right, item 12, this is adjournment. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll motion.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
I was going to say, thank you
Thank you.
Aye.
before we adjourn. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But aye.
Thank you. The time is 7:08 and we are adjourned. Thank you.